Good day everyone, welcome back to BST African Electronic Surgery. And what do we have? We have this laptop. This is coming from one of our regular customer, and the customer is saying the laptop, it is coming on but no display. Okay, so we have to confirm this. We do have the charger. This is some kind of old laptop. It's the HP Compaq CQ57 CQ57 HP Compaq. So let's plug in the charger. I can't see the charging light. Why I can't see the charging light? Maybe my charger is not connected. Now it is now connected, and we do have the charging light. As you can see, that white light. Let's power on the laptop. On. You can see the power on light here on the switch button, but basically we have nothing on the screen. The laptop is still on. You can see this light on the switch button. That's the power on light. It's still on, but we have nothing on the screen, and the caps lock is flashing. So what can be the fault here? Why this laptop has no display? What can be fault? Do you have something like a RAM issue? RAM. What else can be? A faulty GPU. What can be here? We need to fix this laptop quickly. I'll focus on three things to bring this display to life. I'll focus on the RAM. I'll focus on the graphics. And what else can be? BIOS, maybe. Can be a fault BIOS or a corrupt BIOS, but I don't think so. Let's bet, is it the RAM or a BIOS or a faulty graphic chip? I don't think this kind of model is problem with the BIOS. I would say, if I'm given the chance to bet, I would say probably it's the GPU. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think this repair must be a long repair. I'm taking out the screws because we have to get inside. Why I'm suspecting the GPU? I can't see the spinning of the fan when I power on the laptop. Let's take out the RAM memory. Let's clean the RAM. Let's put the RAM on another slot. Let's power on the laptop again. On. The laptop, it is on. The fan is not spinning, and still we have nothing on the screen. Huh? Yeah, we have nothing on the screen. Let's check out the hard drive. We don't need this at the moment. Let's check out the keyboard. Yeah, we have one more screw here. CD drive out. Now the keyboard. Hey, look how dirty is the laptop. It's very dusty inside. So that's why I have too much suspicious about the GPU. Maybe the laptop was left unused for a long time, for a long period of time. That's what I think happened here. Was this dust? It looks like the laptop has been abandoned for some time. And after that, the customer now wants to use the laptop. So I don't think we have a RAM problem. I don't want to waste time concentrating on the RAM. The top cover is out. And the fan is very dusty. The fan is very dusty. Let's check out the motherboard. Speaker connector. That's the speaker connector. That's the connector for the CD-ROM. LCD connector. We have few screws here. Let's check out this motherboard. So if the laptop is coming on but no picture, we have to understand few things there. We have to understand few things there. Okay, that is the motherboard. We do have the charging port which is coming here. We have some power supplies here, and that the PCH and the The graphics is inside of the processor, and this is the kind of processor which is a removable processor, so we are safe here. So what I'll do, I'll plug in the charger. Let's power on the laptop with a tweezer, the motherboard with a tweezer, and try to check some voltages. Third pin to ground, you can see it's on. Let's measure some voltages. Let's measure some voltages. We do have a BIOS here on the pin number 8 of the BIOS chip. Three point 3.32, you can see on the screen 3.34. Okay. Here we have 5 volts, 3.34, 0, RAM voltage 1.83. Is this the RAM? Here we have another power supply, 1.5. This is the RAM voltage. If I check on the RAM, we have 1.5. So the RAM power supply has voltage. On the processor, 1.16 volts. One 0.9. I'm checking voltages on the coil. 1 volt. Okay. And the heat sink is getting very, very hot. The fan, check how the fan is behaving. It stops, it spins, now it's not spinning. Spinning 2 seconds, it stops. That's an indication that the fan is not working properly, and because of that, the GPU inside the processor at some point will die. So what I'll try is very simple. We need only the motherboard here. Only the motherboard here. One second. So how we can approach something like this? That's the motherboard, and let's check out the heat sink. That's the heat sink. Let's try to clean up the fan. Let's try to clean up the fan. You can see the thermal paste is now rock. You can see. So yeah, clearly we have a faulty GPU here. We don't need to, there's no need to hunt for many things. This is a faulty GPU. I'm using this. Someone asked me on the video, what kind of liquid are you using? I'm using this. This is isopropyl alcohol, if that's the pronunciation. That's what I'm using for cleaning in most of the time. For the simple reason that this liquid, the rate of evaporation is very high as compared to, I've seen some other technician, they use spirit. I don't think it's a good idea to use spirit, because the rate of evaporation will be slow. So what we need, we use a blower. Now our fan looks now a bit faster. So now let's try with a different processor. Let's try with a different processor. From board for space, let's try with a different processor and see if that can solve the problem. Not this one. Hopefully I'll get this kind of processor. We are trying with a different processor because that's my immediate suspect. That's my immediate suspect. Okay. We need thermal paste. Or what can you call? We can call it heat sink compound. Let's put back the fan. Now, let me put back all together and then we test together. Let's see now. Let's see now. I connected everything. I'll plug in the charger. We still have a light even with this processor. Okay, that's a good sign. If we still have a light, shorting 30 pin to ground. And we have a working laptop. Check here. Boot device not found. Please install an operating system on your hard disk. because the hard drive is not connected. It seems as if it's working. So yeah, that's another motherboard lesson. If we have such kind of analog laptop, this is an old laptop, CQ57. I fixed the CQ58, and yeah, I think it was almost the same issue. The laptop coming on but no picture, and you see the flashing caps lock, and the next thing you think that's a corrupt BIOS. But it's not, it's the processor. The caps lock will be flashing. You think maybe you have something like a corrupt BIOS, or you have a RAM issue. But in this case was the processor, because this is some kind of GPU which is inside this processor. See this processor? This is some kind of processor with graphic inside. So if the cooling system is not working properly, the chances of the GPU to die is so high. You see how the fan was working before? Now the fan is spinning at full speed non-stop. At first the fan was spinning, it stops, spinning, it stops. That means the cooling system was not working properly, and that can be the reason why the GPU inside the processor died. So what I will do, I'll keep all together. Obviously we now have picture on the screen, and yeah, every day we are learning. Our laptop is too on. So if we have this model of laptop is coming on but no picture, the first suspect is to change the processor, and you have to take into consideration the how you have to do such kind of job. You can't just change the processor. You have to change the thermal paste or heat sink compound with the new. Boss, check this kind of thermal compound. It's dry. It's not even like solid. So that heat sink compound is helping to cool the processor, because it's taking away heat from the processor through the heat sink out of the motherboard. So that's how things works. So what I will do, I'll stop this video now. Like, subscribe, don't forget to share our videos to your beloved friends and relatives, and see you on the next one. Bye.